As a top killer, my killing methods are bloodless, because in everyone's eyes, they just died in an accident. My target this time was a mining tycoon, living in a penthouse suite on the 58th floor in downtown Sydney. He had bodyguards all around him, but that wasn't the real problem. The real challenge was his home security system. The walls and floors were 3 feet thick concrete. Every door was made of 6-inch thick steel. The biometric sensors at the entrance were impossible to hack. This place was like a fortress in the sky. But this guy was disciplined. He would swim in his infinity pool at the same time every day. I studied his daily routine. I called up a real estate agent to view apartments for sale on other floors of the building. I secretly photographed the keys during the tour. Back at my place, I studied the building's blueprints carefully, then started mixing my chemical compounds. I used a syringe to inject liquid into my homemade chemical mixture and started the timer within minutes. The glass reacted and shattered. Perfect results. I immediately went into action. Disguised as a maintenance worker, I entered the tycoon's building. Using the duplicate key I had made, I successfully got into the apartment I had viewed yesterday. I took out my tools and secured a glass panel. After opening the glass, I stepped directly onto the building's exterior. Started rock climbing inch by inch toward the tycoon's pool. Using my climbing gear, I made it directly below the pool. I pulled out 2 suction cups and attached them to the pool's bottom. My whole body left the building's wall, both feet instantly dangling in midair. Using the 2 suction cups alternately, I finally reached the center of the pool. The tycoon showed up right on schedule. It was his swimming time. I put on my goggles, took out my drill and started boring into the pool's glass, then placed the chemical compound inside. At the same time, the tycoon jumped into the pool. I completed the final injection with my syringe. The tycoon finally spotted me, just as he looked confused. The glass started to crack. The tycoon desperately tried to swim back, but it was already too late. The pool started leaking, then shattered completely. The tycoon was swept away by the rushing water. Plummeting from the 58th floor, I packed up everything and calmly walked away. The media would only think he died in an accident.